welcome to Plug In for Player 4, where you, the viewer, are the player 4. And today, I am here with Mark and Ethan. Say hi, guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So, today's topic, it will be about video games that we like. Which one of y'all? What games do y'all like? Who wants to start?
You want to start, Ethan?
It's like music. I like the games I like.
What?
Sure, we'll go with that.
That's it. End of.
Just cancel.
End podcast.
That's it. Yeah, all right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Do you want me to start, or do you want to go, Mark?
Oh, you can go ahead and start.
All right. Well, I'm a big roguelike person, and one of my all-time favorites, comparable to Slay the Spire, I'm sure you guys heard of it, is Monster Train. Now, recently the second one came out. I'm still debating if I want to buy it, simply because there's just so much effort that goes into these games. And it's there. There's a lot of mechanics to it, and this is on a per faction basis, which I'll get into.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna take a little bit to go over this. Sorry about that. I'm gonna take a little bit of time to go over the core gameplay and how it all goes. So basically, once you start up the game, you'll have a choice of 5 clans, 6 if you have the DLC, but you have the Hellhorned, which are just devils, typical hell stuff, and they're all about, usually each clan is mainly about 2 things, but the Hellhorned are all about straight damage, like just damage spells and just high damage units and armor to not, to minimize the damage they take, because the damage they take transfers through turns, which I will also get into.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go to your second one, which you start off with 2, because you get to choose a combination of 2 clans per run. And depending on which one your primary is and your secondary, that's where your champion is.
Mm-hmm.
But your second one is Awoken, and they are plant people. For the most part. And they're all about spikes, which when they get hit, they retaliate damage. And healing spells. And sometimes those healing spells, depending on the unit, can deal damage back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think even just maybe depending on the spell. I can't exactly remember. Actually, depending if you go with spikes, like, what's the card? I think it's like spikes in a bottle or something like that. Or maybe spikes is the card, and thorns is is like with the retaliation damage. But anyway, there's one where like you deal 10 damage and draw a card. If you get like spikes in a bottle, it'll consume it, give you 3 spikes in your deck, and then you can play them and just keep drawing cards. It's actually really cool. So you just go through your entire deck. Anyway, your next one is Melting Remnant. They're candle people. Sometimes they have wickers, so they'll burn out after 3 turns or so, and sometimes they don't have candles. It's been a while since I've played as these guys, but they are my favorite clan.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't even though they have like a limited amount of turns, you can still reform them, and they'll come back better and stronger, and they'll last longer too. Like, I think there's a unit called Dreg, and they have burnout 1 or 2. So in 2 turns they die, or 1 turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then you can use a card that will reform a unit, because once you use a unit, it goes to the discard pile, or once it dies, technically. Sorry, not the discard. It goes exile, banished, something like that for that fight. But you can reform them, which brings back a banished unit back to your hand, and it'll give them, if it's a unit that doesn't have exhaust, it gives them exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
But in turn, it gives them, I think, 5 more health and 5 more damage. So Dregs innately have multi-strike, so they hit twice. So that can be really helpful. So that 5 damage now becomes 10, because it hits twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 10 more. So it can be really useful. And then I believe the next one is the Umbra clan, which they kind of are just like shapes, like shadowy shapes. I can't exactly give any one specific thing, but
Are they kind of like amorphous, kind of formless or something?
kinda. I mean, like they do have shapes, like especially morsels. Like they're little tiny round guys, but like each one of the bigger units are different. Like there's the morsel maker, which kind of looks like maybe a shade or something, but they have unique appearances. I'll say.
Okay.
They're all different, and there's even one that like feeds off morsels as fuel in order to operate, and if he doesn't have fuel, he can't attack.
Yeah.
Which is, I think he might be the Apex unit or something like that. I don't know. There's some weird there, but I'm not even sure what their second thing is. Like they can add space to rooms, which I'll get to, but they're all about really morsels. Like, and morsels can get different buffs depending on the morsel that it is. Sometimes like a health buff, sometimes a damage buff, sometimes even like damage shield. So it'll block one damage completely, like one source of damage. And then the fifth one for base DLC is Stygian, which it's like Stygian Guard, I believe. They're all about sea creatures. They're mainly casting, like, well, they're not all, they are sea creatures, but they're mainly about casting spells and dealing spell damage.
Yeah.
So you can give stuff like spell weakness, which the next spell you cast on this enemy will take double damage from that spell. So, and even then, like, they have it's called incant. It's like an incantation. So when you cast a spell, they might do something. They might gain 2 attack. They might gain 2 armor, or whatever. So sometimes it's good to have them on the front line.
Yeah.
For all the spells you're casting, but it's also on a per floor basis. And again, I'll get to that. But then the sixth one, the Wormkin, is the DLC. There are a lot of bugs because they're like there's eggs and nests or something like that in which you cast you cast spells that are infused, and then which give you echo, and then depending on how many are on that floor, if they are hatchlings, they'll use the echo. Like if they have I think that's like hatch 5, let's say. You cast 3 spells with echo, then you use the 3 echo to hatch the eggs down to 2. Then you have to cast 2 more spells in order for them to hatch into actual attacking units. So they're kind of unique in that way. They can use echo depending on how many spells you've cast, which you can keep up to 4 echoes on a floor before they deplete every turn back down to 4.
Yeah.
Depending on how much echo you have on a floor, and I've seen people get like 30 plus, like pretty much go off the screen to the right. Depending on how much echo, that'll do that much damage times 2, times 3, whatever. So they can, and even units get like plus 5 damage per echo you have sometimes. So you can get like, if you have 5 echo, they have 10 base, then they have 35 damage because they get plus 5. So it can get pretty strong if you have the right stuff.
Yeah, if you have all the right buffs and all the right things in place.
And I think most of your starting deck is infused, and as you play the game, you pick left or right, like you're going through the circles of hell trying to reclaim it. And this is a really in-depth game, but as you're going through the circles of hell trying to reclaim hell because the angels took it over and whatnot, you can find cards, unit cards, spell cards, doesn't matter, that if you're playing as Wormkins, some will be infused, some won't. So sometimes it's incentivized to take the infused cards even if it's not good for your deck, because that's the only way you'll be able to get the echoes. Echoes are free, you just have to cast the card.
Yeah.
The cost is whatever the cost of the card is. There's just that.
Yeah.
But also for each of the clans, you have, in one of the updates, there was just the 5 main champions, which is a unit that costs 0. You always have it in your starting hand, and you can always play it on your first turn, whatever. It's your main guy. You'll have it all the time. You can't get rid of it. You can't upgrade it either, except for through specific stuff. I'm not going to get into the details, but basically each one has 3 upgrade paths.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of cross paths, but you have the primary, what do you just call them? Primary champion, and then you have an exiled champion, which came in with an update.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, the Hellhorn has, I can't remember the guy, but it's basically like a really buff imp with 2 daggers. And he's generic, like, oh, do you want more damage? Do you want more health? Do you want double, like, do you want multi-strike? For his 3 upgrade paths. But then you have Imp Queen, which you have, like, each turn you get a free imp in your hand, or every turn, like, detonate all the imps on the floor and deal damage to each enemy, or something like that. And then I can't remember the 3rd path, but yeah, like, that's kind of what it is. And some can vastly change how the clan plays itself, or even just like how you want to build around your cards or your deck.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting into the gameplay, you're on a train, hence Monster Train.
Yeah.
And you have units and spells. So you can play units, and they each have their own size on the cards. Like, it'll be yellow pips. And each floor has enough size to start off with of 5 pips. So, like, if your champion has 3 pips and basic unit, Train Steward, has 2 pips, that's all you can play on that floor. But if you're playing as the Hellhorn, you have access to imps, generically 1 pip, since they're so small.
Yeah.
Same thing with morsels. Since they're just tiny little guys, they take only 1 pip on that floor. And there's 3 floors. Technically, there's a 4th, but that's the pyre room, and once an enemy is in there, fighting continues until either your pyre dies or the enemy dies, because the pyre kind of fights back. But how fighting works is that from bottom to top, enemies, like, once you end your turn, bottom to top, fighting will commence. Enemies first, unless you have quick on one of your units, and then your units attack. And again, it'll go like the 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. And then enemies from, I believe, top down will go up a floor. So to clear the floor below it, or above it, I mean, so that way the enemies below it can progress.
Yes.
And then new enemies will come in on the 1st floor. So basically, you kind of have like 3 waves to take out an enemy.
Yes.
Before they reach your pyre room and deal damage. Because if your pyre goes down, that's when your run ends. It's kind of like your overall life resource.
Okay.
Now, is it your whole game run, or is it just your attempt at the current level?
Your whole run.
Okay, so quite literally, you had to restart from the very beginning of the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
And each, so there are 8 circles. There's a mythical 9th, but that's with the DLC. But
okay.
Every 3rd minus the last one, so 8. But 3, 6, and 8. I guess gates, not really circles, but the gates. The 3rd, 6th, and the 8th gates are bosses.
Yeah.
And once you beat a boss, minus the 8th gate, because that's the end of the game, you get to the center of hell and you reignite the pyre to, ignite hell again.
Yeah.
You get upgrades. 3 of the upgrades are 1 more ember, because you start off with 3 ember, and you can play up to 3 cards a turn, depending on their cost. Or you can get more ember, whatever. Generic rogue card deck builder roguelike stuff.
Yeah.
But you get to choose 3 upgrades. Draw 1 more card each turn, get 1 more ember per turn, or get 1 more space on each floor. So you can get, with just the base upgrades, if you take all space, you can get up to 7 size worth of units on each floor.
And that's where sort of the strategy comes in, balancing out your
exactly
your unit limit, and then your output for damage and your ability to receive damage.
Right, and like kind of going earlier, if you take Umbra, they're kind of about space. Like, you can add some here and there. Like, it does cost a bit, but you can add space to floors.
Yeah.
You don't really have to take as much space. Upgrades, you can more so take either draw or ember.
Yeah.
Since you're already adding space to those, whatever. But yeah, like, other than that, along the path you have like frost caves, you have shops. You have unit shops, like we're going to upgrade units, and then you have spell shops. So they're very distinct. Oh, yeah, also relic shops, but those are more rare. But and relics are just like every roguelike. They're generic stuff that help you overall during a run. And then you can also remove cards if you're at like a removal portal, or you can duplicate a card. So, and like it'll, if you duplicate a card with upgrades, it will carry those upgrades too. So like if you have a unit with plus 10 health and then multi-strike, it'll create a copy of that unit with plus 10 health and multi-strike, which is really cool. But you also want to think about your deck size, because oftentimes it's better to have a smaller deck than a bigger deck that's, you might have a bunch of good stuff in it, but you're not going to see the good stuff.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Right.
That's where deck composition comes into play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like being smart about what do you upgrade and what you don't. But yeah, and like there's even 4 versions of the final boss. Like for example, one of them will the first spell you play each turn will consume it, so you do not see that spell for the rest of that fight. Which, depending on your build, aka Stygian, they're all about spells.
Yeah.
Since they're all about spells, sometimes you can cast the weaker ones, whatever, and you can just play the better ones. But eventually, you're gonna reach a tipping point where it's like, okay, I can't really get my incants anymore.
Yeah.
And there's 4 of them. I can't remember all of them, but yeah, depending on the Seraph, it can really ruin your run just overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it for Monster Train. You're just typical roguelike deck builder. You get stronger as you go, and either you win or you lose.
It's very intuitive. It's like there's so much to it. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers to it, and you just wouldn't expect it.
And especially with the DLC, like, yes, it adds 1 clan, but you got to remember there's clan combinations since you're running 2 clans, a primary and a secondary. And within that, you can run primary champion or primary clan exiled champion. And you can kind of do the same. It's weird with the secondary clan. You can do secondary clan primary spell, because it doesn't do a champion on the secondary clan. It just does what spells you start off with. Or, I guess, secondary, not exiled, but secondary spell.
Interesting.
Which I think it's just like 2 or something like that of the starting, or maybe 5. I can't remember. And even with the DLC, you also have shards. So the more shards you have, up to 100. Usually I think they always come in like multiples of 5s, but you can even go beyond 100. It's just the more shards you have, the more harder enemies get. And sometimes you get sharded enemies depending on how many shards you have.
Yeah.
And those can really ruin your run if you're not careful about what you're taking. Because, like, yeah, you can take shards for really impactful upgrades, but if you take too many, you're going to die.
Yeah.
And then because when you get shards, you see like 0 and then like kind of divided by line, not really, but then 100. But if you go up to 100 or beyond and you reach Seraph, this is what I mean by the mythical 9th boss, you reach Divinity, which is a boss. Okay, so I didn't explain this about bosses, but bosses fly up and down the 3 floors. They're outside of the train until a timer goes down, or turn timer. And then they'll start to go up the floors once the turn timer runs. So I think you have, like, they have like a 5-turn timer, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, and then they reach the pyre room. So I think effectively 8 turns. However, Divinity spans across all 3 floors. He's massive.
Yeah.
But he has like, I think, 1 less than 10k health.
My God.
He's big.
Jesus.
He's big.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, that's
I could be wrong about. It might be 999, but I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long. Or maybe no. Might be 1 less than 4,000. Again, it's been so long since I fought him, but he spans 3 floors. He's fucking giant. I think you have like 8 turns to kill him or something. he might just one shot your entire train. I cannot remember. It's been so long since it's been so long since I fought him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's there's a lot to this game, and there's a lot of strategy, especially once you start to go up Covenant ranks, which is like Ascensions, harder difficulties basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like stacking negative effects.
Yeah.
But I've been talking for long enough. What about you guys?
Well, Mark, why don't you take the reign? What do you?
What games do you like?
What games do you like, good sir?
I think I want to discuss about a game that I played as a kid. Back in the GameCube era, there was a game that I had access to at my house called Pikmin 2. And although I never played the first one, I fell in love with the second one, which I think is for the best because you don't have the 30-day countdown timer that you have with the first one. But basically, Pikmin 2 takes off directly after the first game, and you go back to your home planet and find out that your boss had to take on loans while you were gone, and the company had to default on the loans, and the loan sharks come and they take all of the assets to the company. And so you land.
Great assets. Sorry.
But yeah, so you land with the ship that you spent the entirety of the first game rebuilding, only to have it just taken away from you to pay back some of the debt. And you're left with the boss of the company. It's like a shipping company. I think it's called Hakatek Freight or something. And pretty much you're left with the CEO of the company, yourself, new hire, and just this old rusty ship, and just a mountain of debt. It's like 100,000, 10,000, whatever their currency is, and it's just staggering.
Oh God!
What's that in US dollars?
It's definitely not USD.
Well, how am I supposed to base it off of what I know?
That's the thing, you don't.
That's the fun part. You don't.
Arbitrary currency, go.
But yeah, so you drop something that you brought back for your son, and the ship that's left there scans it up and says, hey, this is actually pretty valuable. We can sell this and knock down the debt, part of the debt that we currently have. And so the CEO sends you and the new guy back to the planet where you spent the entirety of the first game at, and says, hey, go treasure hunting, save the company, get our stuff back, and then we can actually rebuild the company as a profitable shipping venture again. And so you land back at the planet, and you're spending the entire game going to the different regions, going into these dungeon levels with the Pikmin that you acquire, and you're digging up treasures, and you're slowly paying off the debt for the entirety of the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you guys have any questions about it? Anything in particular you want to know about? Should probably talk about the Pikmin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you have kind of explained this to me before, but like, what are the Pikmin types?
Yeah, so in this game, you have a couple more Pikmin types than what you did in the first game. The first game had the standard red, blue, and yellow Pikmin. In this game, you get the addition of white Pikmin and purple Pikmin. And they all come with different abilities as well. Red Pikmin, their two traits are they're immune to fire, and they have the highest damage output. They move faster, they attack faster, they do stronger attack damage against enemies.
And these are the ones you start off with, right?
Yeah, these are the ones that you start off with. These are sort of like the mascot of the game.
Okay.
And then you have the blue Pikmin. Their unique traits are they can they can breathe underwater, and I don't think they really have a secondary trait now that I think about it.
I mean, are the red Pac-Man?
Waka waka.
Are the red Pikmin faster than the others, or are there ones also slower as well? Or is it just like the red ones are only faster?
So there are Pikmin that are faster than the red ones, and there are ones that are also
Oh,
slower.
there's ones faster. Okay.
Yeah. So the red Pikmin, they're very aggressive. They just attack faster than
Oh,
the other types. Blue Pikmin, they breathe underwater. They don't drown. They're not too special. Yellow Pikmin, they're immune to electricity, so you can use them against electric gates, enemies that have electric attacks, and they have a nice little quirk about them where they are extremely lightweight, so you can throw them higher than any other Pikmin type. So you can throw them, I want to say roughly twice the throwing height is the rest of the Pikmin types.
What about distance? Or does that come with the height?
So, as you play the game, you can actually change the angle at which you're throwing the Pikmin.
Oh, you can, can't you?
Yeah, so you can give it a higher throwing arc, but that also gives you a shorter throwing distance. Or you can decrease the throwing arc to increase the distance that they will be thrown at. And that's using your right stick for the GameCube.
Okay.
I like the yellow ones. You can eat them.
They have nice little ears too. They're just a little bit more character.
Elves.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did the blue ones have? No,
Blue ones, they have little gills, so they kind of
Oh yeah.
they
makes
appear
sense.
as like little red mouths on the Pikmin.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
okay.
the gills.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Huh.
Okay. Well, knowing nothing about Pikmin, this is
I am learning.
revolutionary information.
Yeah. And then you get the two special types
Fucking mouth
that
breathers.
appear in this game. So you have the white Pikmin and the purple Pikmin. The first one of these that you encounter are the purple Pikmin.
Mhm.
They have three little hairs on the sides of their face.
Cats.
They're really chubby, really thick.
So cats.
Yeah, they're kind of like cats.
Thick with a double C.
But they have two very distinct traits about them. They are stronger than every Pikmin in terms of carrying limit. Well, every other Pikmin in the game can support 1 unit of strength. And so, say you have an item that's 10 weight, you need 10 Pikmin to actually pick it up. A purple Pikmin is 10 times the strength of an average Pikmin. So you would need 1 purple Pikmin to pick up the same object.
So here's the thing. Like let's say something is 10 weight. Now, can you throw more than 10 Pikmin at it, or
Yeah.
will they move faster, or is it,
Yeah, they do move faster the more Pikmin you throw onto it.
Okay.
There is a limit depending on items. I don't know how to really calculate it. I think it's really just based off of how many Pikmin models you can place around the object without them really clipping.
makes sense?
Yeah.
And another question, if you don't mind, is how I know you can like use that area effect, whatever, to recall them.
Mhm.
Once they go to wherever to pick up the items, do they automatically come back to you, or do you have to recall them physically?
No, so
Not physically.
the thing about this game is that you can set the Pikmin to do a specific task, but once that task is complete, they kind of just sit there and sit around, and you have to go back and you have to go get them.
That sounds kind of annoying.
It's a little bit of annoying, but you know, if they're doing all the work,
I mean,
you get to focus on multiple things at
kind of need
once.
Pikmin to do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not too bad, but we'll get to the day-night cycle and why that's a little bit of an issue in a moment. But let's finish talking about the Pikmin types. The last Pikmin type you get in this game are the white Pikmin. They're shorter than all the rest. They have really big red beady eyes, and their two traits are they're immune to poison damage. So they can go deal with poison spewers, poisoned walls, so then they don't start coughing and suffocating. And they also can see objects hidden under the ground.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Okay.
yeah.
So buried treasure.
Yeah, so there are treasures buried underneath the ground that are completely invisible to your eyes. Like, you can walk over them and you wouldn't even know they were there.
Mhm.
And then you pretty much use these Pikmin to locate the objects under the ground, and they'll just start digging it up when you're telling them to when you're giving them the march command to go into a certain direction.
This game is way deeper than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
very-
there's a lot of complexity to this game, and it's
You can see why you spent so much time as a kid playing this.
yeah,
I'm sure if I got into it, I would, but I feel
yeah,
like maybe that time has passed for me.
that's fair.
That's fair.
But also, never say never.
Never say never, no. But yeah, pretty much you're using your Pikmin to solve different challenges and puzzles throughout the different regions and the different dungeons. Some Pikmin are better to be used against certain different enemies. Like there are blowhogs that blow fire or water depending on the type. There are enemies that are on fire or have electric attacks or are poisonous. One really big thing that I like to do in the combat is that purple Pikmin have a very unique thing where if you throw them, because they're heavier, they don't land lightly. They do a slam attack. And if you have a purple Pikmin land on top of an enemy, that enemy is stunned for a number of seconds. So you could just swarm the rest of your Pikmin onto the enemy to deal with it while it's in that stun phase. It's broken as hell,
Jesus
but
Christ. Yeah, I can. That's like the one thing that I knew about Pikmin. Like, just in general, was the purple ones, and like I knew that they were OP, but I didn't know how. Now, can you stack stuns?
oh yeah, you can.
Jesus.
One thing to know about the game is that you have a limit of 100 Pikmin that you can have out at a time.
Right.
I've done a thing where I would just bring out 100 purple Pikmin and just completely stun lock a single enemy.
You are going to Brazil.
Yeah, just completely just keep chucking the purple Pikmin onto it.
You monster. Oh my god, dude.
I was a monstrous child.
I can see.
I mean, you said one thing that like kind of piqued my interest was that like it's kind of like a puzzle.
Yeah.
What system is this on?
This system is on the GameCube, but it was also recently released for the Switch. So you can get a remastered copy with the other games on digitally on the Switch.
I mean, I do have a GameCube right here. Like, I would be down to try it.
Okay.
Like, if given the opportunity, but don't all the Pikmin games have like a day limit or something?
No, so most of the all the other games do to a technicality. The first one has a hard 30-day limit.
Right, like that's
So
the
you
one I
have
know
to
the
complete
most.
all of the you had to find all 30 pieces of your ship within the 30 days. Otherwise you lose. And one of the big criticisms that game has is that you can easily hard lock yourself because you can't find all the pieces in time.
And like that's one thing about it is like, yeah, there's the puzzle aspect of the first one, and like it was, you know, a good game by all means.
Yeah.
But just, I know, like, I would do one playthrough. I'd be like, oh, well, that was stupid because I now have to replay all those days, redo all that stuff,
Yeah.
and that just seems tedious.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one thing that stopped me from playing Pikmin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With Pikmin 2, it's different. The only time limit you have is the standard. You have a set number of minutes you can be down on the planet before you have to retreat back to space because the planet's surface is too dangerous at night. But you don't have a set time limit of how long you can actually keep going up and down from the planets.
So, like, I mean, you probably can't, but like if you could speedrun all of that in one day, you'd be fine, right? Or if it took you like 80 days.
Yeah. There's no way in hell you can speed run it in
Well,
like
no, but I'm just
one
saying as an
day,
example.
yeah. I've had a run that went on for like 200 days.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just kept going up and down, grinding out, exploring.
Honestly, no, I'd be down to play this. Actually,
Wasn't really even looking for the treasures. Was just looking to go down, have a good time with the Pikmin. Yeah. It's much more relaxed than the other games,
And
but
enjoy
it gives you a
picnic with
lot
your
more
buddies.
freedom to go at your own pace.
Huh.
And figure out the problems as you go about. There's a lot more of an emphasis on grinding for your Pikmin, making sure you get enough built up so that way you can deal with issues as you come along. And so Pikmin 2 has just that relaxed, I can do this at my own pace kind of game. The other two Pikmin games, I know Pikmin 3 had a system where you need to account for rations for your crew, and you had to go find fruit in order to increase your rations. I'm not too sure what game 4 has, if it has a I'm not too certain if it has like a hard time limit on it.
Mhm.
But that's something I'll need to look into on my own time. But yeah, you guys have any other questions about Pikmin, or?
I mean, I kind of asked. What about you, Brandon? I kind of asked all the ones that.
Now you've basically asked ones I've been thinking.
Awesome.
So,
All right.
No, we're good.
What about you, Mr. Host of this episode?
Well, funny you should ask.
Yeah, very funny.
All
Uh,
right. So, one of my games I like, Power Wash Simulator.
I've played that. Very fun.
It is
Very
satisfying. Yep.
Very tedious,
I've watched people play it.
It definitely is tedious,
but it's still fun.
but it's still so much fun, dude. Oh my god. I started playing it because of Markiplier. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
The montages.
dude, the montages are so good. Dude, Lixian, man, chef's kiss. Like, my god. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed my time with it.
Mhm.
I played most of the DLCs. The SpongeBob one was kind of fun. I won't lie. That was
Was there? Did you get to clean the paddy wagon?
oh shit.
Did they not add the paddy wagon?
I don't remember.
I feel like
Maybe they did. I know you had to clean, was it SpongeBob's house?
Yeah, remember the houses?
The houses.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the houses. I don't know.
The Mermalair. You had to clean that.
That's right.
That took forever.
Oh, I
You want to talk
bet.
about tedious? Dear God. Oh. But it was good.
Did you have to clean the invisible boatmobile?
I think so, actually. Actually, now that you mention that, I think
Make sure you can't see it.
Yeah.
Literally. Make it so
I
shiny you could eat off it.
I swear they did that. I might be misremembering.
So they did the invisible boat with off the paddy wagon. Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember if they did or not. They may have did the paddy wagon. I just don't remember.
I feel like that's the thing. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's just a real fun game. And they have a second one that's supposed to come out this year
Oh, really?
at the time of recording this. So that's gonna be cool. I think they've changed,
Therapeutic effect of cleaning stuff.
But not in real life.
but not really.
Yeah.
See, that's what I don't get. Like, you could just love cleaning something in a video game, but when you go and do it in real life, it's like, why am I
Why?
even
Dude, I
doing
love
this?
going into games. Like, we've played many Terraria playthroughs. At least you and me, Mark.
Yeah.
I've played so many. We've done so many, like, even just Minecraft or whatever.
Yeah.
I will organize all the chests myself.
Yeah.
And then I will huff and puff when you put something in the wrong spot. Like, I'm like, are you kidding? In real life,
Why
my
are
desk
you
is a
rude?
mess.
Why are you ruining my organizational choices here?
But in
man?
real life, desk is a mess.
Yeah.
I have shit everywhere.
God, you'd hate the chests in my Minecraft world. You'd probably have a stroke.
Well, here's the thing. It's not my house. I don't care. But if it's like a collective base, I will be like,
You'd be,
Brenda.
and then I'm going to purposely start doing it just because it's me. But no, I understand the organization in Minecraft, especially.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many items.
You can get things lost so quickly if you're not careful.
And I've lost things too.
So I understand that frustration. Oh boy, do I.
I mean, I've seen your chests, at least on our server. Your chests are pretty good for a server. Like
They could be better.
per block basis, but like,
Yeah.
because you have like a bunch of stuff stacked with other stuff that are similar, but like,
Yep.
of the same block. But
It could be better.
at least in that case, it's pretty good.
Mm.
It's not
Yeah.
just dirt, cobblestone, another like half stack of dirt, and then like, oh, here's like spider webs, here's spider eye.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy.
Oh yeah, that's such a crazy thing.
It's like a fucking naturally spawned chest, but garbage.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
3 stacks of gravel, like one with 1, another with 37, for some reason.
I don't understand why people do that.
I don't either.
Just
Yeah.
put it together, please.
Yeah.
My God, my brain just
if you're
freezes.
one of those people, you're a lost cause.
We're not
Yeah.
judging you
No, but we're
Out
judging
loud.
you.
out loud.
I'll judge you out loud.
He will.
I don't feel safe.
That's right. I'll judge you out loud too.
What the hell does that mean?
You've seen all my chests on the server so far.
Oh,
To be fair, that's because I'm building the cathedral
Yeah.
and I destroy everything.
yeah, that's see you have a reason.
I have a reason.
Like it's not the time for organization. It is time to build.
Yeah. Whereas
It's
me,
massive.
I collect my resources and then build. Like you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make chests and have all those items at the ready. I'm like, I'll just gather them when I need them, and I'm
Yeah.
building a big wooden boat. Comparable to your, it will be comparable to your cathedral once I put the sails up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe even bigger.
It's gonna be pretty big, man.
Right now, I think your cathedral has my boat beat.
I think so. It has almost every structure on the server, be it
Every structure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just the sheer scale of it right now is just overwhelming.
Mhm.
So much stone, so much cobble, so much stone bricks.
Like in terms
new
of
stone.
blocks placed, I think I beat you with my boat. But in terms of sheer size, I think your cathedral wins.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good old power washer. Kind of self-explanatory. It's not really like too in depth.
Featuring our Minecraft server.
Featuring our Minecraft server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's a year old.
Oh my god.
Not to get
Yes.
off topic a little, but like the fact, I mean, it's a game we like, so I mean, Minecraft.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the fact that it's a year old, and that thing we couldn't like leave 50 within 50. I don't think you're on the server at that. Where were you? We couldn't leave like 50
Oh yeah.
chunks of
Yeah.
spawn.
Oh
If-
yeah. I was on it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the CPU.
God, it
I
was
pretty
horrible.
much took an old Dell computer that one of my buddy's companies was gonna throw away, and I bought it off of him. It was like, hey, just give me the hardware and I can repurpose it for something else. And I turned it into just a private Minecraft server for us. Now the CPU was like 12, 15 years old, so
Yeah.
part of the problem with it was, guys, we can't generate new chunks while people are playing because it would actually kill the system.
Yeah.
And we almost lost it 3 months ago.
yeah,
Yeah, we
no,
almost
the,
fucking lost it.
the hard disk drive that came with it actually started going, so we had to do an emergency swap over onto an SSD. so that
Yeah,
was
I
pretty
remember
fun.
you guys were updating me like basically in real time, and all three of you like together, all three of you individually were like the sweating guy meme with the pressing the buttons, except that
Yeah.
it was just the sweating. There was no buttons.
It was so. Oh god. That was probably the most
I
was
stressful.
so
wanted to
rough.
be there, but I was I think I was really tired that
I
night,
think
or I
so.
needed to do something the next day early. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, you didn't miss much. We were working on it for about 6 hours.
Yeah, but guys' night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
It was
guys'
an
night.
emergency guys' night, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, we spent 6 hours just to pull the game files that we could save, and then
Right.
I had to completely reinstall Linux onto it again. It was not a fun time, but we managed to actually save everything.
I mean, like, just thinking about the amount of people we have on the server. I mean, there's us three plus Jack. We have Emma, which is your wife, Mark.
Yeah.
We have my friend, Ethan. Yes, there's two Ethans.
brother.
Sadly, yeah, I was about to bring that up. And then we have actually my Indian friend.
Yeah.
Table,
Yeah.
as we like to call him.
Mhm.
Is that it, or is there someone else? I think that's it.
I think that's it so far.
So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
About 8 or 9ish, I think.
Yeah, it's like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know the exact number yet, but yeah.
There's a good amount of people on it.
Right, and we all do our own thing. There's
Yeah.
no pressure to do anything,
Oh
No.
yeah.
except for your brother, I guess. He pressures us.
Like he really just wants to get through the end.
Yeah, he's like, my elytra. I'm like, what scaffolding?
Calm.
scaffolding.
Wait.
Just use your Starmie.
This is why we have.
Yeah, we have a couple.
Things.
We have a couple mods on there.
Yes.
Make it a good time. And which is weird. Normally I'm not one for modded Minecraft, but it's more chill mods. 'Cause normally I'm doing modded mod packs.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my favorites is Exy Sky Factory,
Oh yeah.
where you start off with one tree and one dirt. And you build a base. You get cobblestone and iron, and eventually diamond, and go to the end or whatever other dimensions there are.
Man-made horrors beyond our comprehension.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I still think we should all try that. Like, just like,
Sky Factory?
yeah, like have a server for it.
Oh yeah, I can definitely do
I'm not
that.
sure how many servers you're gonna have at once on that tiny thing.
I don't know right now how much that computer can support.
I mean, it's fine.
I'd really have to like stress test it.
I'm fine with, like, I don't want to you to stress test it unless
Yeah.
us lose the world, but like I'm fine with our current
Yeah.
vanilla
Mhm.
quotation marks
Yeah.
server.
If worse comes to worse, I can probably just.
Get a realm or something.
Well, I mean,
Or,
like,
I don't know if it will work on a realm.
Is it
Not
Realm
re-
Bedrock?
no realms are on both.
Oh,
I could probably get like the one computer I've got that's got Linux on it that I can run it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be all new to me.
I think the
so.
biggest thing would be RAM, because like in order to load up the world, at least I'm not sure how it would work with. I'm not sure how it works with mods, because like I haven't really dealt with the server, but like I remember I couldn't load up the world, so I had to like dedicate more RAM, like, just using the launcher or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
part of the issue
yeah.
that Minecraft has. The really big issue is that it's not a multi-threaded game per se.
Right.
It runs off of a single thread, so your thread speed is everything for your server,
Mhm.
because that dictates how fast you can get things to update and how fast you can get data to get just processed through.
And here's the thing: there's more than 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
There's more than the Nether, the overworld, and the end.
And then you
There's,
have all your players that you have to.
like,
Mhm.
because you have Twilight Forest. At least in the one I play, you have Twilight Forest. You have bubble cities, floating cities, something
Yeah.
like that. You have, I think, another dimension. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but there's,
and then you've got all of the creatures that you can find in it.
oh my
There's
God,
there's a lot that needs to get processed through.
there's so
Yeah.
many. I mean, honestly, if worse comes to worse, we can even disable some mods too.
Yeah.
Because like, there's one that really doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
that I like, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to games we like.
So
Did you want to go back to me, or
yeah, go back to you.
go in a rotation?
Yes.
So, the next one I want to talk about is, and Brandy, you've had experience with this, is RoboQuest. Yet another roguelike. Wow, who'd have guessed from the roguelike?
Wow.
era. But RoboQuest, it's really fun game. I've kind of covered this a little bit in the last episode, what games mean to us, but RoboQuest is a very fast-paced game, very smooth though, and especially for a roguelike, it has a comic book feel to it. Like all the cutscenes are in a comic book style, and even like the HUD, sometimes how the enemies look, and most aspects of the game just kind of make it look like a comic book. But you have a whole bunch of different weapons for a whole bunch of different play styles, from melee weapons to full-on sniper rifles, which I'm not a sniper person, as I said again in the last episode, but and I don't really find the use for them since they're such long range. Like, honestly, anything from medium to melee range I find is very comfortable. But I know that they're like the levels start off pretty small and like pretty narrow, but once you get to the later levels, there can be more open and more room to fight around, and even like taller too, because like the movement isn't just horizontal.
Yeah.
It can be very vertical.
Yes.
Very, like, you can go, and enemies are only in the base floor. So if you can find a way to get up to the top of the map, you can pretty much skip all the enemies. However, there's a rating in this game of time and experience. Time, you have to minimize your time to get S rank, but you also have experience as well. So yeah, you can blitz through the level, but if you don't get experience, you'll get S time, but if you don't get experience, you won't get S rank.
Yeah.
On that
So you're
level.
gonna have to juggle both.
Yes, and to get S rank, you basically have to kill all enemies. Not all of them, but might as well, because the more experience you get, the more level up you get, the more like character specific perks you can get.
Yeah.
Because I think there's like 6 different characters in this game. There's 6 different classes. Start off with 1, but you unlock as you go. Like, for example, the javelin, you have to find the hidden javelin, and then once you find it, you have the character unlocked for next run or whatever.
Oh, neat.
And some of them are even just kill 1,000 enemies or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, just the fact that this game really encourages exploration, because you can find, I think it's like data logs, and you can get like keys which help you with meta upgrades. Not keys, wrenches.
Yep.
And you can use wrenches for meta upgrades back in the little town that your little hacker man Max has. And as you play the game, like, you only have like one path ahead. But once you get far enough or explore enough, you can find a key, and then you can use that key in later runs to take a different route, because there's different maps depending on which path you take. Like, I think the first fork has the Oasis, which is unlocked automatically, the ruins, and then the quarry, I think.
Yeah.
And so like the ruins and the quarry are locked off, but if you get far enough through the Oasis path, you can find the quarry key, and then you can go through the quarry, or you go through the quarry. I can't remember, it's been so long, but you find the ruins key. Now you can go through the quarry, the ruins, or the Oasis. And with each area comes different weapon types, enemy types. My bad. And yeah, overall, just a very fluid game, and sometimes you can even like use the verticality to your advantage, depending, because as you play the game, there's also kind of quests you can go on, depending on the NPCs that you find. And some of these NPCs take multiple runs to complete their quest, but once you complete their quest, you have a chance to get a major buff as you just play the game.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
And there's even co-op, which we play together. It more or less works the same. I don't think enemy health increases at all. It's just you guys can kind of split up and conquer. But also, if one person dies, you can revive them if you can get to them, or if you wait a certain amount of time, they can then press a button to revive automatically. Thing is, though, about reviving is the person that's dead takes half the other person's current health.
Yep.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that really does
Because like
suck.
if you're at full health, you'll take half whatever, you both have a good amount. But if one person's running on 30 health and
oh god,
then revives, now you both have 15.
Yep.
So you made a dangerous situation even more dangerous.
Oh god.
But I like
It's so
living
bad.
life on the edge.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, depending on the weapon you got, or even the perks, not perks, relics? I can't remember.
Mhm.
Maybe perks. You can get a bunch of healing orbs that enemies drop.
Yep.
Okay. So it'd be kind of minimized, but the risk is still there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's actually really cool is that in this game there's scratch damage, which means like, yes, you lost health, but then you also have your scratch damage, which isn't health.
Yeah.
Mm.
But some perks or whatever, some mechanics in the game allow you to repair that scratch damage. So
Okay.
you won't repair you won't get back all the health that you lost. You can get back some of it though.
Mhm.
Oh, that's neat.
So if you take like a big chunk of damage, you get like a more sizable scratch damage.
Mhm.
But if you take even one tiny hit, all that scratch damage is gone. Like it
Okay.
basically resets the last hit. I don't know. It's been a while since I've really paid attention to that.
Okay.
Mhm. It's been a little while since we've played it. So,
I mean, I got really into the game.
oh yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah, I mean, like I know we're doing B-roll footage, so put it on screen. But like there was a run where I had literally infinite ammo. I don't know how I did it. I can't remember, but I just had a missile barrage of just infinite ammo. It was awesome.
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure I beat the run with that one too.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Lots of stuff you can do in the game.
That's pretty awesome.
But I mean, I think I've said all I've said that I wanted to say about it. So
Okay.
saying that I said that I say, or I don't know how to keep that going.
You don't say.
It's not the thought that I thought.
Who am I?
All right. Well, what about you, Mark? What else you got?
Satisfactory.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Here, yeah.
There we
Ah,
go.
yeah.
Mr. Factory himself.
It's a factory builder, and that's all I need to say. It's very satisfactory when you watch everything just kind of get automated. What more can I say about it?
I'm about to say that pretty much sums it up. I
Yeah.
mean, there's not really like
Short, sweet, and to the point.
I mean, say.
But yeah, no, it's a very relaxed factory game. So your resource deposits are infinite, so you don't have to worry about running out of resources.
Mhm.
It's a sandbox, so you build up everything as you go. Your factories you design completely yourself. The logistical systems you figure that out yourself. All your infrastructure for getting cars, trains, stuff around, you place that all yourself and figure out what might be the best route for you. And there's a huge emphasis on just exploring the world.
Mm.
It's not a procedurally generated, it's a handcrafter world, but still just going through and seeing the different environments that the development team worked to get into the game is just always a fascinating and wonderful feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that I've just sunk hundreds of hours into. Not to mention being able to build mega factories and figure out just complicated problems with some pretty clever solutions. It's just a nice, pleasing, just feeling on the brain.
And making everything as efficient as possible.
Yes. There's always room for efficiencies, and you will always be tearing everything down and rebuilding it.
That's why I've gotten into an ADHD loop of I want to make it better, but I know I can make it better, so I won't build it at all. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's just horrible.
It's kind of like a paralysis on it.
No, literally ADHD. I think, well, not ADHD paralysis, but like it's literally a paralysis because like I want to build it, but then if I build it, I know that it won't be what I want it to be. So then I'll take it down and retry again, and just it's a me problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think all you gotta do is just get to a point for yourself to think, I know this is only temporary, so I'm going to enjoy it while it's here.
I mean, I think what I need to do is just say, fuck it, and say, slow progress is better than no progress.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Because like that's how my factory was before. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it wasn't the best, and like I think it was like the discs or whatever that you have
Yeah.
to craft. Like
Mhm.
those were just crafting so slow, and I was like, I can do this better, but I mean, it works. Eventually, it'll get there.
Oh yeah, eventually you get
Yeah.
there. You have no time limit. It's just
Right.
takes as long as you want, as long as it gets done.
I think I just need to like have that mentality.
Just go and do it. Just rip the band-aid off. Anyways, I think that's enough said for Satisfactory. Not really too complicated. It's a factory sim.
The worst thing is load balancing, which
The worst thing is
Pretty
is
easy.
the actual complicated stuff.
yeah, it's easy until it's not.
Yeah.
Brandon, wait till you learn about
Mathematics
bauxite.
in my video game? What?
Yeah, wait till he learns about bauxite and aluminum.
Oh God.
I mean, he's seen the simple factories from Colon.
Yeah.
The very early game stuff where you're just trying to get resources.
I would like to see you set up a bauxite. Like you can set up bauxite like by itself. You don't really need anything else to set it up with unless you use like alternate crafting recipe. But yeah, I would like to see you set that up and just see your brain break.
Oh,
push
God.
him to the limit.
Oh, God.
Anyways, let's go back to you, Brandon. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll talk about a older game again for the GameCube.
Ooh.
A little gem called Eternal Darkness. This is a psychological horror game.
Hate it.
Yep, he already hates it. He hates everything psychological, and I understand why.
Especially
It's
dying from hell, puberty.
man, even talking about it gets him
Man.
to basically die.
I'm good.
Yep. Okay.
Can we get an F in the chat?
F in the chat.
Yeah. Can we get an F on the reviews?
Oh yeah.
5-star below. Has to be 5 star if it's
Jesus
gonna.
It reminds me of my grades.
Christ. Bro, that's me.
I was about to say I went to college.
I went to college.
I went
Review
to
F to pay
college.
respects.
But yeah, so pretty much Eternal Darkness, again, psychological horror game.
Again, nope.
Again, the story, you have it's a young woman named Alex. She was contacted by, I believe it was like the police in Rhode Island, and she was told that her grandfather, I believe it is, was murdered, and she was asked to come down to the mansion, which is been in the family forever, many generations, and she's basically tasked with figuring out, okay, what happened to her grandfather. She then uncovers a book called The Tomb of Eternal Darkness, which this book is basically made up of different stories of different victims that have died because of the tome. Because when you read it, you start it starts to affect your mind. Hence why it's a psychological horror game. And you pretty much are playing stories of the victims that were killed. And the main villain, which is the first chapter you play as, is a like Roman soldier who basically his chapter is just like a tutorial of like different mechanics in the game. And you play through this chapter, you get to a certain point where you then go and choose one of the ruins, which is one of the bosses you'll be fighting, I believe, at the end of the game. It's like the final boss. And whichever one you choose, it there's like 3 colors. There's red, blue, and green. Each one counteracts the other. And there's a fourth one, which is purple, which counteracts all of them,
Oh, wow.
which is very powerful to have,
Does it counteract itself?
probably. So if you play the game for the first time, I'd recommend choosing green, which is Xelatoth. That one will be a little bit easier to get through. Because the colors and whatnot of these ruins are not like based on a difficulty. It's just Xelatoth is just it is easier just in general.
Mm.
Now that being said, it's still challenging. It's not gonna like hold your hand.
Oh,
This
yeah.
game doesn't really hold your hand. It kind of expects you to read things and like
Figure it out.
listen to what it's telling you when it tells you something.
Yeah.
But besides the story, the major selling point of this game was the sanity effects that could happen to you if your sanity becomes too low. Now, your sanity usually lowers when seen by like an enemy, because you have your health, which is red, blue, which is your magic, and then green is your sanity.
Yeah.
So the sanity effects, they can be different depending on what character you're playing as and what year you are in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have chapters that are based in like ruins, in like a very old timey like secret ruin stuff.
Yeah.
But with these sanity effects, what they do is they don't necessarily mess with your character, they mess with you, like the
Mhm.
player. And you one of the ways you can actually get your sanity back is when you kill an enemy, it falls down, and then the game gives you an option to attack the enemy on the ground, and that gives you sanity because you killed it. That's a way to keep yourself from losing too much.
Sanity back from gratification. Hell yeah.
Pretty much. And if your sanity goes all the way down and an enemy sees you, it starts taking your health. So the game tells you, you should probably try to keep your sanity up.
Mm.
Nah.
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 Living like Larry
Not
on
even.
the edge.
Living like, oh, Jesus Christ. God almighty. But yeah, so the sanity effects, there's so many of them, but some of my favorites are when you're healing yourself with a spell. You activate the spell as normal. You start seeing like the different ruins kind of like go on the ground, which is basically like, it's just
Yeah.
telling you, this is the spell. Well, what'll happen is when it's the spell starts, your character will just explode.
Oh,
Like
jeez.
just fucking die.
Huh.
Right? And then the game's like, I tricked you. There is also another one.
I'm still dying. Don't mind me.
This one is particular
Get your
to.
sanity up, man.
So this one is particular to.
Told you it's puberty.
There's one that's particular to Maximilian Roivas, which is a descendant of Alex. There goes the microphone.
Oh no.
Why do you keep breaking shit?
Man. Now they're deaf. Now they can't listen to the podcast.
Now they can't listen to
Ruined it. I have to re-record.
Oh no.
We're not doing another take. Going in.
Log.
So the one with Max is when you're reloading his they're flintlock pistols. Should tell you what kind of what year you're in. When he's reloading it, he shoots himself. And you're like, oh, that's great. And then, ha ha ha, tricked you again, type of shit. There's another one that you go into a room and you see a bunch of ammo on the ground. and you're like, oh, this is cool, start getting this, start picking up the ammo because it might be a boss fight or something. No, it's the game fucking with you. It literally like, no ammo for you.
Damn. What if it just like filled your inventory with all like you were hallucinating it was all stones. So you just have a bunch of stones in your
picking
inventory.
up pebbles.
I actually think they don't do something like that, but I believe there is actually one with the inventory.
Really?
Like
why?
something just happened. I think your inventory's empty,
Oh my
Oh no.
God.
and you're like, why? What? And it
Jesus.
yeah, and then haha.
Too much.
Um,
I would like even playing this now, even knowing that I would like be so angry at the game for doing it in the first place. I just like throw it like I would just turn the game off and be like, nope,
well, here's the kicker.
stop fucking with me.
Probably my like most favorite is the one that the game tricks you into thinking it deleted your save. So you'll go and like save as normally, and you will then the game will tell you like, oh, so you want to delete your save, and of course you're like, no. So you hover over to no and you click it. Well, then it says erasing data, and then it'll say like deleted save successfully or something, and then it'll like the screen will flash or whatever and come back, and you just hear your character freaking out. And it's like, why are you freaking out? Do you even know you're in a game? Are you sentient? Like,
How do you feel pain?
like, how does this even make sense? And there was also one, I think it's just with Alex. Because as Alex is reading this Tomb of Eternal Darkness, her sanity's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to play as her after every chapter to go find the next one.
Yeah.
There's one with her, I think like if you're in the basement, what'll happen is she'll get decapitated and her head will be on the ground, but you can still control her. And you can actually pick her head up.
Oh.
And what it'll do is it'll actually start reading something from Shakespeare.
Oh.
I think it's like to be or to not
like
to be.
when you pick up her head.
Yeah, when you pick her head up. Because now what it's doing is her head's just spinning. It's
Around the world.
yeah, pretty much. And then there, another notable one is the main bad guy. He'll just sometimes just randomly just appear as a static image on your TV that stares at you.
I'm good.
And
Turn the game off.
and
Turn the TV off.
it stays there for probably about 5 to 10 seconds.
I'm turning the TV off.
He's gonna turn his brain off.
And then it'll like go away. But as you can see, it's the game fucks with you. And that's what was so cool about it. Because you don't like if they could, if they were able to make another Eternal Darkness, which I wouldn't get your hopes of, because that I'm pretty sure that ship has definitely sailed. It would be so good nowadays.
Yeah.
Like with just the amount of like the technology we
yeah,
have.
the technology would make it amazing.
Yeah, like you could do so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the sandy effects, like ones that like actually look like it's messing with your TV volume, it's gonna look very out of place nowadays. Because
Just
that's
Just because of how diverse sound menus are now.
yeah, and just like it's trying to simulate the CRT TVs of the day, because that game came out in like 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
It's old.
Like, is that like one of the only dated ways that it messes with you?
That, and then there's one that the screen will just say like no signal, I think, on the top,
Right.
and you just hear your character getting killed. It's kind of
You-
funny.
You've got like just the blue screen with no signal or something,
Yeah, and
or like static, depending on the TV.
that, and there actually is a blue screen of death that pops up. You even hear the old Windows done.
oh, don't worry.
that's
There's
funny.
also the red ring. Don't worry.
Oh God.
God.
But yeah, no, Eternal Darkness, like I said, it has aged. But I think for what it was doing is pretty interesting. And I wish that things would have been different with Silicon Knights, but they had to do something they should have not done and went under because of it. So, and Nintendo owns Eternal Darkness. You will not see it. I can tell you that was
I
certainty.
doubt they'll
Dude, there's so
bring the
many
IP
games.
back.
There's
so many IPs I wish would return.
there's too many that like this one
Lost the time.
that's lost.
Yeah.
And if it does make a return, I mean, I would hope they would do it right. But I highly doubt it.
Mhm.
I don't see, like even if I got a remake, Nintendo is so stingy that they're gonna want a development team that is up to their standards, which fine. I just hate the fact Nintendo owns that because another company would have probably already have done something with it, but maybe it's for the best. You know, like I don't want something that's going to be half-assed,
Yeah.
like to kill that kind of game. Like it's I don't know if I can call Eternal Darkness niche. Like it's
just a product of its time.
it's a product of its time, and I think it did damn well. It did great. I am so very happy with that, and
Yeah.
it's worth a play. Like, yeah,
No.
it's not cheap. It's not a cheap game for the GameCube, but
Probably not easy to find either.
That too.
nowadays.
yeah. But if you do, give it a play. Like if you're into those type of psychologicals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes with these older games, you gotta sail the seas.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. And this one definitely I believe did. It's not coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, of course not.
It's done. But honestly, that might be for the best.
All right.
What about you guys? Anything else?
No, I think I'm good for this episode.
Yeah, no, I'm
Good.
good as well. I mean, there's one I could talk about, or a couple I could talk about, but I'm fine.
Maybe we'll do
I think
We
we've
can do a
gone
part
on
two.
we
enough.
might do a part 2 on it.
Yeah.
I think we'll do that. All
Sounds
right.
good to me.
All right. Well, thank you for everyone who has listened. And for you, player 4, you may now unplug.
Bye, everybody.